In the early days of the West, the handshake and promise of an honorable man was as good as a bond. But when such a man is dying, his promises can sometimes be made to die with him.
Steve?
Calling me, Tank?
Jeffords is here.
Hello, Tom.
Stephanie?
Sorry you made this trip out here for nothing. I can't let you have any cattle this year.
You can't let me have any cattle.
You've been getting a big discount for your Apaches. The price of cattle has gone way down this year. I have to sell everything I have on the open market.
You have to sell them. Where's your father?
Ben's dying.
What illness weakens my old friend?
Some kind of fever. The doctor doesn't know what it is. He's just living from day to day.
Steve. I'm sorry to hear that. Country won't be the same without him.
But this ranch will stay the same. Just the way he made it. I'll see to that. And the first thing I'm going to see to is that the ranch doesn't lose money.
Well, I can understand that, Steve. Your father made a deal with us a couple of years ago.
I didn't make a deal. Oh, it's no use, Jeffords. Come and see me next year.
Listen to me, Stevie. I know that you may need the money, but we need that beef. Without it, my people would go hungry.
Then get it somewhere else.
No other rancher would sell it to us for the price your father made.
That's no problem of mine. I don't have to feed your people.
Steve, 2 years ago, your father was going bankrupt. I saved his hide by taking a sorry herd and giving it to the Apaches. He gave me his word then that no matter what happened, he would always see to it that Cochise's people had food.
Did he put it in writing?
A handshake was enough.
Unless you've got Ben's signature on a deal, you haven't got a deal, Tom Jeffords.
Miss Mitchell.
There's no use arguing, Cochise.
Your father was once my enemy. For a long time now, he has been my friend. I respect him. I want to see him for the last time.
All right, you can see him. Wait here. But there'll be no talk about cattle.
I give my word.
All right, Stevie, I give my word, too.
I'll see if he's awake.
Burl, take over. Yes,
Tom? Cochise?
Guess you heard we're not getting the cattle.
Yeah.
Guys, you've been foreman here for a long time. The ranch need the money that bad.
We'd survive.
And what's she doing this for?
Well, you know, Ben always missed having a son. Seems like Steve was out to prove he didn't need one.
You can see him now. Father, Cochise and Jeffords are here.
Where are they? Tell them to come in.
I am here, old friend.
Cochise.
You ornery old cuss. What are you piled up in bed for when you should be out in the roundup?
Tom Jeffords, you old son of a gun. Gee, it's good to see you two again.
Well, you're looking better today, Ben.
The sight of these two old Mustangs, it makes me feel like myself again.
Good. Ben, I don't like to bother you, but I'd like you to settle the question of Jeffords' cattle.
Tice,
No, Steve. Ben ought to know what you want to do.
I know what's best.
Wait a minute, Stevie. Let him speak. What is it?
Well,
I'll tell him myself. Ben, we're going to lose money on the livestock this year. If we give Jeffords the cattle he usually gets, we're going to lose even more. We can't afford it.
Can you get any cattle from the other ranches?
Not at your price.
I'll give him the beef then, Steve. I never needed money so bad to have my friends suffer.
Ben, you don't know what you're saying. That's bad business.
No, Stevie. They need the cattle, and they're my friends.
Friendship can't interfere with business. I've heard you say it 1,000 times.
I know I said it, but this is the one exception.
Why should it be?
Now, don't argue with me, Steve.
Ben. And don't worry about it. I'll settle it with Steve. Now, you just take it easy. You've got to get up on your feet in time for that cattle drive.
Take a miracle to get me on that drive. I don't believe in miracles. They say I'm dying. But I'm not ready to go yet.
For Pete's sake, stop all this jaw and get some rest. Come on.
We'll see you again, Ben.
Bye, Tom.
Rest well, my friend.
Oh, jeez. See you give him that cattle, Steve.
Well, I guess you two think you're pretty smart. Promising me you wouldn't talk about the cattle in front of Ben and then getting Tice to do it for you.
Now, just a minute, young lady.
Save your breath, Jeffords. If Ben was thinking straight, he wouldn't tell me to run this ranch into the ground.
Steve. I know that Ben has always been a hard man when it comes to hog-tying a dollar. But this is like a debt of honor. He's always been willing to take a loss on our cattle.
Only when the ranch was making money.
If we do not get the cattle, my people will die of hunger. You want to kill them?
In the past, my father killed Apaches to hold on to this ranch. If I have to, I'll do the same.
well, I won't. Jeffords, you can pick up your cattle.
Wait!
I'm taking my orders from the old man.
You're taking your orders from me.
Ben's not dead yet.
And Ben's not running this ranch. I am. You'll follow my orders whether you like it or not.
I don't like your orders, Steve. You can run this ranch without me.
Tice! You can't quit in the middle of a roundup.
Will they get their beef?
No.
Goodbye, Steve.
Burl, you're on as foreman.
Maybe I can give you a piece of advice before I go. Of all the cowhands on this spread, you certainly picked yourself the prize.
No!
Thanks, Tom. I guess this ain't no place for me. Not anymore.
Farrell!
Don't you worry, none, Miss Mitchell. I'll take care of this. I'm looking out for the boss now, Jeffords. You want to raise any more ruckus about them cattle? Or anything else? Now get on your horses and get off this ranch.
In the old days, when Ben Mitchell was my enemy, I tried to destroy this ranch many times. I did not succeed because Ben was a man. Now that he has become my friend, it does not make me happy to see everything he has built destroyed by his own child.
Put that away.
Even though I know the winds of winter will bring hunger to my people, my thoughts still remain with Ben Mitchell.
Mine, too. Really gonna miss the old buzzard.
Maybe he will not have to die.
You heard Steve. Doctor gave him up.
White man's medicine is powerful. I have seen it work many times. Yet sometimes Indian medicine is more powerful.
Cochise, you know something that may help Ben?
Ever since we left the ranch, I have been thinking of it. Come, I will tell you. When I looked at Ben Mitchell, I saw something in his manner that was known to me. I looked at his hands. On his wrists were red spots. This fever has been with my own people.
Why did you keep silent when we were with Ben?
The girl would not have listened. There is another reason. We have been able to cure our own people only sometime. Other times they die.
They said Ben would die anyway. What is this medicine?
Only Nachalo knows how to make this medicine. He gathers things from the earth, and the bushes, and the trees. Then he mixes them, and says holy words over them.
Tell him to make this medicine. Why 2 sacks, Cochise?
The fever ghosts will be driven out with this. Then this medicine must be given to drive out the poisons from the first medicine.
Where is Miss Mitchell?
Everybody's with the cattle. I understand he was in your bed.
When does she return? The longer we wait, the less chance we have of saving her. Ben, it is Cochise and Tom Jeffords.
Oh, you came back.
Came back to help you, Ben.
Thanks, but I don't think there's anything that can help me.
I have medicine here. Indian medicine. I have seen it give back life to those who have had this fever.
I think maybe you can get me well.
Drink this. You will not die.
I thought I was going to kick the bucket and... No, I'm going to get well.
You will get well. Now rest, my friend.
What did you give my father?
Indian medicine. Cochise thought...
You had no right to. Ben! Ben! Oh, he's dead!
He is not dead. That is the way the medicine works.
What was in that medicine?
Many herbs. It is a strong medicine necessary to poison the fever ghosts.
Poison! You're trying to poison my father! What are you...
Steve! Cochise is trying to help cure your father.
He's lying. He murdered the old man because he couldn't have the cattle.
Now listen to me, all of you. You gave up Ben for dead. Cochise told me his medicine man could put together some wild herbs that might help him.
Keep talking, Jeffords. You're hanging yourself. Filthy, stinking Indian junk. Mixed up by a filthy, stinking Indian. I ought to string the both of you up.
No, Burl. The sheriff will do that. Take them in.
All right, come on.
Wait. I have only given your father half the medicine. This too must be given to him.
Oh, no, you don't. You ain't putting no more of this Indian poison into him, that's for sure.
Now your father will die.
And both of you will hang for it. Come on.
How much time do you figure we have left?
With the poisons of the first medicine in him, he will not live much beyond the setting of the sun.
Wes! Wes! Hey! How many times I gotta tell you to shut up? You'll disturb my other customers.
Wes, what can I tell you to make you understand? You know I wouldn't poison Ben Mitchell. He's been a friend of mine for years.
Never would have figured you as a poisoning man, Jefford. But I wouldn't put it past him. I remember when old Ben was no friend of his.
Then let me go, Wes. Look, it's important to Ben.
From what Burl tells me, he's just about dead now.
Wes, you've got to let me go. I'll give you my word. I'll come back.
Jefford, seems like every man that gets in here asks the same thing. I'll let him out just for a little while. And they all promise to come back. You know, Jeffords, someday I'm going to take a chance and find out. But not today.
You don't get that medicine to Ben, we will be charged with murder. Legally, we will be guilty.
Ben Mitchell would have died anyway, even if we did not give him the medicine.
To the law, it will make no difference.
What kind of an Indian trick are you pulling, Cochise?
Nothing. We're not doing a thing, Wes.
Don't try to fool me. I know what you were doing. You were signaling.
Who would I signal to?
I don't know and I don't care. Only you're not going to do no more of it. Now hand me that thing you've got in your hand. I said hand it over, Indian, or you're not going to live long enough to get home. Now just hand it through. And don't try any Indian tricks or I'll let daylight right through you. Come on. Go alone. Go. are you doing here?
Get out of here.
Is he still alive?
Not by much, thanks to you and your medicine.
I'm going to give him some more medicine, Steve.
Don't you try it.
I'm trying to save his life, you little fool!
Help me! Open this door! Open it! Open this door! Burrow! He's in there. Get him out.
You, go round to the window.
There'll be no gunfight in Ben's room.
Come on.
Owen.
Everybody stays put until Ben either dies or comes to.
Drop that gun, Jeffords.
Leave out here.
Burrow, don't!
Stevie. Where are you?
Dad!
Hi, Tom and Uncle Cheese.
And good to see you up again.
Well, I'm feeling fine. Did you get the cattle up to the stronghold?
Every head.
Ah, fine, fine.
Now my people will not go hungry when winter comes. You are a good friend.
And they'll have it every winter from here on out. Just like before. That is, if Tice and I are still running this ranch.
That goes for me too, Tom. I give you my word, Cochise.
Well, there was only one dressed like that for a roundup.
Roundup's over. Tice is driving to Tucson. Thought if I went along, someone might ask me out to dinner.
Hey, it looks like Tice is gaining a little weight.
Huh? Look.
Maybe a ride in the saddle would do him some good. You can take my horse. And don't follow too close.
Now stay tuned for Trackdown with Robert Culp. And tonight at 10, enjoy the 10 p.m. Sports Block with all the sports you want to see. The right time for sports is all week long right here on KDOC TV.